And we're going to ban VLC player for next season. No, I'm kidding. Welcome in, guys and gals. We got our second race of the night. I can't even do math anymore. We got our second race of the night just about to get underway here. For those that were here for the intro fiasco, VLC player doesn't like me, so I'm going to have to do something about that. Anywho, like I was saying, welcome into our second race of the evening, guys and gals. We got on the left-hand side, we got 17Puffins. He's your Oakland representative. And tonight he's going to be facing off against New York Videogamefreak, who is your New York Jets representative. And again, he is leading the AFC East right now by half a game. So, even if he loses it, he maintains that lead of the AFC East, but he really wants to make some ground separation between he and Trainwreck JP. On that note, they're off and running. Oh my god. Best of luck to you guys. I'd say one of you guys got some really good luck on that one. So, oh boy, we'll get to this in a second. We're going to do a best 2 out of 3 race using Isaac and the same save file, which is Platinum God. Every single item unlocked. And we got 2 good ones for the starts here. On that note, 7 banned items nobody can take out of that grouping. That is Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, The Shovel, and Toothpicks. Toothpicks you can take if you want to. Nobody really likes them, though. You tend to wind up resetting on that, or re-rolling them, I should say. They're basically just in there so that they can be re-rolled if you want. On that note, moving on to what we got here. Since we're going through the womb, too, this may go very quickly on both sides. We got freeze effects on the left with Mom's contacts for 17Puffins, and he's just looking for his first floor boss fight. Videogamefreak already killed off his first boss because he's got Mom's knife, and it is stabby time over there. That does double your base tier damage, so he went from 3.5 up to 7 damage just by stabbing with it. If he throws it, multiply that by another 3 times. 21 damage. So you can see how much of a damage up item that is for you. And he's already in his second floor, got the black bean for his second item, which if he is getting hit, that will produce a panic fart, like it said, which will basically give you a poison AoE around you. Again, speaking of damage up, we got the pentagram for 17Puffins, so his build's looking really good as well here. A little bit more damage on his tiers. There's that freeze effect we were talking about. Makes it just that much safer for you and a lot easier to kill off bosses. Again, so does the knife, though. You notice Monstro getting 2 hit. We got Cat o' Nine Tails, which would be a shot speed increase. I don't think that affects your knife much, though. Also, in a God Room, Freak, go figure, in a God Room for New York Videogamefreak. Never would have figured. But he picks up the Guardian Angel, a double speed orbital. And again, that'll block shots, also damage anything that touches it for the same amount that the knife does. 7 damage just by being not being thrown, I should say. And again, immediately onto another item room here. No key to get into it yet. Freak probably doesn't care too much, though. He'd be happy with just his boss fights, I think. And again, Puffin's in his second floor. Speaking of boss fights, finding that before his item room. Though he does have keys to get into that item once he comes across it. Oh, there's a few ways, basically, that our racers take advantage of that. Not saying you guarantee yourself Devil Deals or God Rooms, but there's ways that you can basically up your chances at it. And that involves basically like having one in a run beforehand while they're practicing and finding that run just being like, okay, cool, I'm good. That's why Freak gets so many. A lot of the racers do that stuff too, but it's still a random chance that you are going to get one or not. And a lot of times it's more favoring the not portion of that. So on that note, 17Puffins grabbing himself. Ooh, that health up's probably going to get spent here in this Devil Deal. Yep, money equals power, ladies and gentlemen. Every coin that he picks up is going to add on to his damage total. And let me get you a link in here that'll show you exactly how much. We did our little breakdown of it so you can see exactly how much damage that does. We also did that in our myth-busting episode, for that matter. Which, let me get you a link for that as well. Again, Freak's still looking for that key. Probably at this point no longer cares. There's that boss fight in the Caves 1, which again, Puffin's just made his way down to. There's that key we were talking about. Might as well grab it at least for the next floor. I don't know that he is. Hey, he is actually going to go back. I'll be darned. So we'll see if this pays off. Speaking of that same item room, wow, did that pay off for 17 as well? How about more damage up and another heart container for him there with that odd mushroom? Not really a worthwhile store. Might as well take the card out of here. Wheel of Fortune would allow Freak to gamble on a gambling machine. 1 to 2 random ones can spawn. And again, with that 1 key already used up, no more item room for him. And here comes an issue. If those mini greed heads hit you, you wind up losing coins. They spill out of you, and you're going to wind up losing a few here and there. So a little bit of damage down in the process here for Puffins. Again, Freak in that boss fight here to finish off Caves 1, working on Fistula. And here's the problem when you don't have all that much range on your knife. It takes a while and it doesn't throw all that far when you do finally charge it. But again, if you get it lined up just right, like he is right here, wind up killing everything off in one fell swoop. A little bit more health up and shot speed increase. He'll grab that heal, move on down to the caves too. And Puffins, I was going to say, might be coming across this boss fight. Maybe one more room here and I think he'll have it. And Freak at least stockpiling this time 9 bombs now, but finally getting a key, so he'll actually be prepared should he come across another item room or store. And there's that boss fight. Like I said, one more room. First things first, let's see what's in this locked chest. Ooh, one of the rarer ones. How about Fate? So flying and that, and that Eternal Heart there on Puffin's side. So the flying's going to help out as he fights Pestilence. That green stuff on the ground will not damage him anymore. The shot still will. And again, he's going to hope to hang on to his Eternal Heart that he just grabbed. That could turn into a full health container by the next floor. Or as he goes down to the next floor, I should say. And again, Freak immediately internal compassing his way right on over to his boss fight, working on Gertie. And again, taking that damage probably on purpose to actually poison her, because that does actually help kill this off a lot faster. That was an accidental one right there. Alright, there's the cube of meat that you always get off of most of your horsemen, so that'll orbit around, same as that Guardian Angel for Freak. But again, Puffin's also going into a Devil Deal, working on Krampus now. He's going to wind up with a lump of coal that has the shots travel further based off of his range stat, so the longer they stay on screen, they're going to grow in size and damage output. Alright, Rusty Key now on Video Game Freak's side. What he needs, actually, more chance of key spawns. Now with enough money, he's actually going to skip that store. Now he's going to go to that store, I flat out guarantee. Because he's got a mini-boss in here, and if you look on his mini-map, that actually shows that little skull in this room. Freak knows now that that store is actually a store. And lo and behold, he is going to head straight on over to it. Double up his money first. Ooh, that did not pay off. So we'll take some pills here. We'll see what we happen to come across. Ooh, 2 telepills. Will he take the other one now, I wonder? Either way, that 2 of diamonds doubles up how much money you have at any point. If you have no money, it gives you 2 pennies. And there's those second telepills. He's going to take these with him. Oh boy, we're going to get interesting with this run, aren't we, Freak? Oh boy. He's not even going to bother with the other 2 pills. He knows what his telepills look like, and he's going to hang on to those for a minute. This is going to get funny, isn't it? I'm waiting for the Womb 2 I Am Error Room and matching the Magic D250 rule. Alright, there is that item room on both sides, actually. So 17 coming across his for Caves 2, and 1 floor ahead. We got Video Game Freak looking at his for the Depths 1. Again, no key for it yet on Freak's side, though. And all these mushrooms abound. So the second mushroom now for 17Puffins, he's got Mini Mush. He's itty-bitty. But now he's got more range and more movement speed as well. So I'd say he's itty-bitty, but if you notice, he also got the damage up Odd Mushroom, and his head is still quite large, honestly. So he's not as itty-bitty as he could be. Excuse me again. There you see that black bean as something actually hits Video Game Freak. He actually gives it damage by that poison damage over time. Ooh, and how about that small rock? Plus damage, plus fire rate, minus movement speed for Freak. And again, plus damage on the knife. You notice that it also gives it that slighter gray color. And one of the other things we did in the myth-busting show is that we showed every single color that that knife can turn. I think we did. We might have skipped one, actually. Either way, still not going to worry about that item room, even with the keys. And he's going to go look for his boss fight here. Again, once you got the knife, as long as you're getting some health up, you got a pretty decent build going. That extra damage was probably enough to seal that for Freak, that he doesn't need that item room. And there's his boss fight. So as I was saying, at this point, it's all about timing. And he's going to go in and fight Gish. Again, that'll guarantee little Gish at the end of this. A follower with Tar Tears, it's going to slow down the movement speed and shot speed of anything that they inflict that on. Yeah, even though it does nothing, I love the parasite effect on the orange making, or on the knife making it orange. Keeping that 1 floor differential, Puffin's also fighting his boss fight here at the end of Caves 2. Yet another God Room for Freak, though. And there's the Miter, so 50% chance now that red hearts that spawn become blue soul hearts for you. Yep, I actually own Gish. That is a tough game. I have a tough time with those controls. I think if I ever figured out the controls a heck of a lot better, it wouldn't be as bad, but that is not an easy game. So finally going into an item room here, and yeah, not paying off too much, well, pun intended. It is paying off in the form of coins every few rooms that Freak clears with that sack of pennies. Yeah, that's the funny part. The two that look the coolest, I think, on the knife, the orange from the parasite and the black from the coal, do absolutely nothing for the knife, which is kind of sad because they look the coolest and do nothing for it. So passing on every item there in the, well, both item in that both items, pluralize that, in the devil deal with 17Puffins, and he's moving on down to his steps 1. So again, that 1 floor differential here is he's also got his item room. And if I haven't mentioned it, that missing page trinket that Puffins has, I think oh my god, I think 5% chance that if he gets hit, it uses a death card ability in the room. On that note, he also just picked up Polyphemus. That build on the left is nothing to scoff at, guys. It hasn't been all run, but with the odd mushroom damage up and now Polyphemus and the pentagram as well, those are some pretty damaging tiers on Puffin's side. It's not the knife, but it's up there. He is going to fire relatively slow, so he's going to have to line everything up well like this. But again, well worth it, and he's only the 1 floor behind, so this ain't over, guys. Now, if it says that it's doing anything about it, the bot times it out. It's just chat being laggy, guys. Welcome to the weekend. Twitch chats don't work on the weekend. Might as well get used to it. Alright, Mom's purse on Freak's side is going to give him 2 trinket spots, so once he gets the spawn after his next boss fight of the Polaroid, he's actually allowed to pick that up and keep it along with the rusted key. Or if he wants anything else that shows up, likewise, he can take 2 with him. So let's say the tick shows up now. Again, that becomes a very useful item. And let's see, Puffins has also quickly found his boss fight here, so he could quickly be catching up to Freak on the depths too. No, Puffins doesn't have more damage than that. Not even close yet. Just keep in mind, Freak can 3-hit this boss. We're way beyond 3 hits for Puffins. He's nowhere near the damage that Freak's got on the knife. Watch the damage tick away here on Mom's foot. Enough said. A little bit of speed up for Freak, and there you go. So how about Blue Baby's soul as well now as a trinket, so that'll replace missing page on, on Puffin's side, so that's going to float around the room shooting out homing tiers whatever directions Puffins fires in. Yeah, but it's still not that much damage. He's nowhere near the 20, okay, at least, let's see, 21 damage. He's got +2 from the knife, or +2 from the rock, I should say. So we're at least 23 on that. Oh wait, I take that back, I'm doing that math wrong. That would be... Jesus, let's see, 9 on that, 27 on the throw? Jesus. Yeah, Puffins is nowhere close. Ooh, actually gonna pass on the compass. Wow, I might actually consider that as Freak. He may try to get it off of this Judgy here. Let's get a Judgy please real quick. Let's see if this doesn't pop out of compass for him. Maybe he gets luckier here and doesn't have to go through that challenge room. Anything? Well, more bombs, not a bad thing. Definitely not going to argue with the bombs. A little bit more health, also not bad, but we want an item, dude. Ah, really? He had so much money. Really? Like, really to that? Thanks, Judgy. Thanks a lot, bro. Except I don't mean it. That's sarcasm. Jeez, dude. Cheap bastard right there. Is Freak going to consider this? Yeah, I think he's going to go take the compass. That's going to come in kind of handy over these next 2 floors, knowing that Puffins is pretty close. And again, there you see, taking full hearts of damage in the womb every time you get hit. But again, with that poison touch and the knife, kind of doesn't matter. Well, you're going to melt whatever it is you walk into. Again, it's just a matter of how much damage are you willing to take. And speaking of that, we got Puffins in his Blue Mom's Foot fight, which, as you can see, spawning nothing but expansion level enemies. kind of the toughest one of these. I'm not fond of it. Let's see, Freak seems to be... He's probably going to have to bend up to the top again here and then have to go back over to the left. So he's going to wish he... Nope, never mind. I was going to say he may have not wished he teleported, but this works out beautifully. So he's going to keep making his way over to the left on this hallway, and this should go towards that boss fight. Ooh, that Emperor card on... Oh, God, and a full health pill. Oh. What do you take? You gotta take that Emperor card, honestly. That's gonna save so much more time. So Puffin's on down to his Womb 1 floor. Again, he's got that Emperor card, so he can teleport directly to one of his boss fights on the Womb. So Freak now is gonna have to actually hustle to make sure that he keeps his time advantage. Again, this is gonna get a lot closer than you guys think it will be. Alright, can Puffins luckily come across his boss fight quick, because Freak's got just one more room to clear out here, and he'll be into his Womb 1 boss fight. Burnt Penny, now more chance that if you pick up coins, you get a bomb to spawn to pick up as well. Alright, extra soul heart, thank you very much, and Freak's gonna head on in to face Conquest. Usually not a bro, but he's about to get knifed here. All I gotta do is hope that he doesn't do that move too often, because that wastes a lot of time, and as you can see, actually can damage you with those beams of light, and you do not want any part of that. So Freak rushing on through here, last little bit of damage, hopefully, because he's down to 2 hearts himself. Make that 3 with his new soul heart. He'll take the White Pony, flying ability, plus movement speed, and he's got that same charge that you just saw Conquest using. Problem is, you just saw Puffins ported right on into his boss fight, which he was kind of a decent ways away from there. Not really the closest, but again, going to use it here to make sure he stays close, and he'll have his Womb 2 momentarily as well. So this is going to be interesting. How is it, especially with using that Emperor card. Now the question is, will he wish that he used that immediately as soon as he got down to that floor? Ooh, Freak down to 1 heart himself. Oh, that clutch full health bill. Thank you. Ooh, clutch double deal. Ooh, and he's not going to take the damage from the mark. Wow. I'd have taken that as Puffins in hopes that I could clear through everything quicker. I'm really shocked he didn't take that. He just wants the extra health in case, as he's running through doors here, he needs that. Wow, that decision is tough to do. Alright, Freak gonna use up the bombs he's got. He's not worried about the mom's heart fight with those. There's nobody outside, Spaz. Again, this and 1 more room to clear. He'll be at his mom's heart fight, and Puffin's just going to bomb through, hoping for the best right now. There's nobody outside, Spaz. There's nobody out there. Alright, 1 more enemy to kill. 3 hearts left for Freak. He's heading on into that mom's heart, like I said. He's still got that full charge on the pony as well. But there you see that damage might be too much right off the bat. Puffin's going to have to find this fight immediately here and hope that Freak takes a lot of random damage. Good timing on that pickup, actually. 2 of clubs going to, well, in this case, kind of help him out. Give him a few more bombs. He's got 6 now. Ooh, kind of surprised he didn't drop one there. There you see the charge and the use of Crack the Sky at the same time. Down to the last little bit on Mom's heart. And again, just hoping he doesn't get hit twice at this point. Once is fine. Twice is too much. 1 more swing. Get that over. There we go. With that light and the way down appearing. Wow, that got close, guys. But Freak with a 1-0 lead right now. Whew, those builds. Wow, was that a cool race with those builds. But wow, did that finish cool. Too bad Puffins did not come across this boss fight here. And again, was too far away on that first floor, so he would have more rooms to clear. That Emperor card was clutch still. But wow, to that finish and those builds, guys. There you go, that knife to start it off with. That did it for you, but the extra damage really helped for Freak. And just look at these. All that damage up on both sides. 28 cents on Money Equals Power. The Odd Mushroom. Just Polyphemus. I mean, just, those tears for Puffins. Great race, though, guys. Seriously. And here are their channels. Seriously. Go hit them both up. Tell them great race on that one. But we're going to have more. We give us about 2 minutes here. We're going to get them both reset. And we'll get round number 2 underway. We'll see if Freak can take a 2-0 win or if Puffins can tie this up at 1 apiece and force game 3. So hang tight for about 2 minutes. We'll be right back with you. Go meet 17 Puffins and Freak in the meantime. And hang tight, guys. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Give us 1 second or so here. And looks like Puffins might have found his room, indeed he did. So we're back and we're ready to go for round number 2. We got NYVideogamefreak leading 1-0 right now over 17Puffins. And again, we're going to do that same race down through the womb too. So again, Puffin's going to look to tie this up at 1 apiece, force a game 3. Videogamefreak going to look for a 2-0 win and extend his lead in the AFCs to a full game over Trainwreck JP, let alone with the tiebreaker between the two advantage. So again, best of luck to both guys, both looking to pull this win out here. And again, Puffin's going to need him back-to-back. Freak just needs one of the next 2. I love that while I was muted, I actually just said excuse me, like you guys heard me cough, or the words excuse me come out. So, I may need to get more sleep. I think I've warped my brain enough that I literally think that I'm talking to people at all times. Okay. Crumps has gone crazy. Like I said, they're going to do their own countdown, though. Here comes a link into both of their channels. So say what's up and good luck to both Freak and 17Puffins before this one starts. Hit that link, so there we go. That guy guard advent link will get you into both of their the racers' channels at the same time. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Alright, looks like we're about to get started here. So again, best of luck to you both. And again, they're doing their own countdown, so I don't have to do it. Love it. And they're off and running, so again, best of luck. Wow! Not just best of luck, but how about Polyphemus again on the left side for Puffins? The second time tonight in as many runs. Holy crap. Oh my god. Well, we got us another race, guys. How about Sacred Heart versus Polyphemus? Oh my god, to this beginning. Okay then. And keep in mind, that's random seeding, ladies and gents. Wow, to that. Oh my god. And we got Game Kid for Videogamefreak as well. So he's going to be able to turn into Pac-Man whenever he uses a space use item, and that'll also give him a chance to heal himself for half a red heart every time he actually kills an enemy doing so. Again, on Freak's side, Sacred Heart, homing tears, you get a, well, you would get knockback, but didn't automatically damn near kill everything. But again, a lot of damage up on that too. Polyphemus, actually better damage on your tears, believe it or not. So Puffins has got the better build, believe it or not here. Also getting that very much needed shot speed increase on Puffin's side. Gonna grab himself also some speed up out of that lock chest thanks to the card that he just pulled there, which is gonna give him one of everything. So down to his second floor, Curse of Darkness on Puffin's side, automatic item room as well. Freaking himself a regular basement too. Again, guys, and we proved this in Mythbusters too. Polyphemus is actually more damage. Sacred Heart is not all it's cracked up to be. Is it good? Yes. Is it better than Polyphemus or less rare? No. Or more. Yeah, no, I said that correctly. It's rarer to pick up than Polyphemus, and it's not as good of an item. Hi. So again, I'm up more damage up on that pentagram now for Puffins on the left-hand side. And again, another immediate item room, though no key to get into it. But, oh, those tears. Would you stop clawing the chair, you little shithead? Knock it off, cat. Wow, this thing is being a douche to Puffins. There we go. Finally, it's dead. Jesus. Anyway, Squeezy on Freak's side is going to give him a fire rate increase, those 2 soul hearts, and he'll be on down to his base, or excuse me, his caves 1. He's holding on to a sun card also, I'd like to point out, which will give you a full map and compass reveal, full red heart heal, and damage everything in the room. Yeah, the cat's basically clawing my chair to shreds, trying to get my attention now. I heard you just fine, you're just being a douche. Chill out. Peeper on, or plop, or peep, whichever way you want to say it, basically, because if you look in the lower right, it does say plop, but knocks out one of your eyeballs that technically Puffins didn't really have, so you see now a gaping hole on the one side of Puffin's face, but that was what should have been his other eyeball that doesn't exist, so that's weird. Either way, though, a little bit more damage to anything that happens to touch. Oh, if they both wound up with the opposite items here, like where Puffins wound up with Sacred Heart and Freak wound up getting a Polyphemus in here or something, like, oh god, that build. Those builds would be astounding. Yeah, about a quarter, so that'll give, excuse me, Video Game Freak another 25 cents, and he's up to 32 now, making a store actually viable, should he come across it. About a little more money, meh. And there's that boss fight, so both going to be in the same room momentarily here. Come on. Open. I hate those turrets. They take so long sometimes. Like I said, that makes the store worthwhile. He knew it wasn't going to be greed. What it was is the compass for New York Video Game Freak. So he'll be able to see on his mini-map where all of his boss fights and item rooms are located. Won't be able to see the actual map itself, though, keep in mind. That takes a treasure map to be able to notice. I wouldn't have even bothered, honestly, with the Game Kit in there. Keeps you invincible, sure, but your tears do more. Game Kit's only really useful at this point for Freak if he needs to heal or has a ton of enemies that are just swarming him. Alright, Squeezy also for Puffins now. He's going to fire out quicker. Also getting... Ooh, missed one of the soul hearts, though, accidentally. He knows he's rushing for time, so that was an accidental miss. And let's see. This way ought to lead to both item room and boss fight on Freak's side, though no key again for the item. Okay, that's a troll game. That is a straight-up troll moment. Any luck with another key? No such luck, so Freak gonna keep working on over towards his boss fight. Alright, in the X-ray vision, I've seen everything glasses for Puffins. Gonna let him be able to get into and out of every secret room and super secret room. Every entrance automatically bombed open for you. And Freak finding that boss fight here, so slight advantage time-wise now to him, though again, he did skip one item room. We're not too worried about it given these builds. Again, good timing there by Freak. That's, like I said, good way to keep yourself invincible. He's still gonna be able to mash through this. Another soul heart, another health increase, another god room. And about the Guardian Angel, double speed orbital to add on, so a little more defense for Freak. And again, he'll be on down to the depths 1. Yeah, Puffins looks amazing. He's got like, what, one empty eye socket, one gigantic eyeball for Polyphemus, the two plopping out the side here for Squeezy, and of course the one floating around the room that came out of the weird socket that opened up on his right cheekbone. So, it's, yeah, he's got an odd build going, but it's really powerful, too, as you can see. Ooh, with no bombs, Puffins can get to that. I didn't even notice that he had no bombs, either. Alright, one more room to clear. Freak will actually be at his boss fight already here in the depths 1. Again, he's just going to skip item rooms. He has no fear of not getting an extra item at this point. All he wants is some health up, probably. Ooh, actually gonna play this. Wow, that did not pay off. Again, New York Video Game Freak, one of our luckier racers with those blood machines. I don't know how the hell he does it, but every time he plays them once and something pops out of him, whether it's the blood bag or it's that IV bag that was right there. That would have been a portable blood machine he could have used to make money off of, but again, no need for the money. He really just wanted the blood bag for an extra health and speed increase right there. No such luck, though. And there's Puffins Caves 2 boss fight. So again, looking to keep himself one floor separated here. There's that extra health for Freak. I'll grab that heal and move on down to his depths too. Alright, let's see. And again, Freak gonna bypass that item room like I was talking about. It's on the far side of the level from his boss fight, so he's just gonna head right on over and save himself the time. He's got quite the item build. Oh god, I see what you did there. Oh, my soul hurts, but that was... Oh god. Why can't Puffins have 3 soul hearts right now? Oh... Evil game is evil. He would have bought that for 1 red heart if it was available for that, but the knife getting left behind. Oh. So instead, Puffin's going to buy the Book of BOILeR. Time and a half damage multiplier, still a good thing. Wasn't the knife. Ooh, now the unicorn horn. Do you take that or do you take that damage multiplier? Oh god, that decision. Yeah, he's thinking about it still. Oh god, what do you do? He's looking for the compass effect, by the way. Puffins has Liberty Cap, so what he's doing is walking back and forth between two rooms that are cleared. And he's hoping to get the compass to show up here at some point. And yes, this is a legal thing to do because you're risking taking a lot of time. And as you notice, it's not paid off. There we go. Now he knows where he's headed. And again, Freak raffle stomping through his mom's foot fight is already on down to his womb 1. And again, you notice with that compass on his already, guaranteed to show him every single time what's going on. He knows that his boss fight's up in the upper corner. There's no item room, no stores down here. And in his case, he's only got the one challenge room as anything else to even remotely think about going for, and he won't consider that. As long as Miles Austin doesn't have like a phenomenal game because I left him on my bench in fantasy football, I don't really care what happens in the game between the Cowboys and the Giants tonight. I'm not a fan of either, so... But as long as Miles Austin doesn't have like a 90 point, like I got 17 touchdowns in one game performance, I'm going to be okay with that. So if I left a lot of points on my bench and I lost to Eddie because of that, I'll be really mad. But other than that, The only reason I care is probably my fantasy team. That's kind of sad. Either way, right on over to that boss fight. Like I said, I would call that an internal compass, but it's external for Freak. So he got lucky, though, that was the exact path he wanted. Temperance Machine, one blood machine, or Temperance card, sorry, would be a blood machine spawn like you just saw. Leaving that there in case Freak needs the heals afterwards, but he's going to Game Boy right off the bat and keep, Death, I almost called him War. He'll keep Death hanging out in the center of the room. And again, just a little more damage to keep off here. Oh, this is the one thing you got to worry about is those night spawns. The good thing is the horse will take them out for you. Again, Freak just lining up that one in the center of that. Nice Super Secret Room, full heal 17Puffins. There's that Cupid Meat to add on as a second orbital now. That'll float around, also do 7 damage to anything that happens across it. Will still block shots just like you would think it would do as well. So again, Freak on down to his, his Womb 2. Not going to worry about Sun Carding here, it looks like. He'll save that for the full heal if he needs it. And he's going to head on over. This should be this room, 1 more, 2 more after this, and he theoretically should be over at his boss fight. Speaking of which, we got Puffins in his. He's fighting Monstro 2. Watch the face on Monstro. 1-2, Brimstone. 1-2, Brimstone. Move in between the 2 and Brimstone, and you can just keep him in this exact pattern every time. And for that matter, we got an arcade on Freak's side, and yes, this will take a little bit longer. It is going to break off to the side a little bit more, but not that big of a deal. Freak's got that arcade to get himself a little bit more health, should he need it. That half heart's actually moot. You shouldn't even grab it, honestly. So we'll keep this in hand just in case. Okay, or we could just get a full heal. That works too. Freak will take that and just move right on along here. Again, everything in the womb hits you for a full heart of damage. He's got the Polaroid, though, so if he keeps that half a heart missing that he has right there, and he gets down to just that half heart remaining, he gets 5 seconds of damage shield where he can just walk right in and just face mash anything. He's invincible for it. I love my chair. I didn't make that noise. Ooh, how about Double Envy to finish off the rooms before Mom's Heart? He may actually game kid this in a moment or two here. Although with the homing ability on his shots, he may not have to worry about this either. Yep, there we go. That's what I was expecting to see. As long as you got a few of those pieces near you, you can actually make this really worthwhile. Otherwise, you push them away, as you saw, but freaking a full heal now. That's the one problem you have with Game Kid, is it winds up healing you for half a heart sometimes. So if you're trying to line up that Polaroid usage, be real careful about using your Game Kid. Ah, that's actually worthwhile. We'll take a Shoop to Whoop into Mom's Heart. Might as well. It's a one-time Brimstone use, and it's actually charged. So you might as well take it with you. So Freak will take this on in, looking for a 2-0 victory here tonight, and with a ridiculous build on both sides. Puffins 2 floors back, fighting Mom's Foot and the blue version of it again. But, yeah, that Sacred Heart is just kind of ridiculous when you start adding on some tier rate with it. And some of the other stuff, like that Compass that Freak had, has really made a timing differential for him. So this has been huge. Dropping that one bomb in there. Beautiful timing. Gets rid of those knights. One more for it again. Still holding on to that full heal as well with the Sun card. Never needed the map reveal, but thanks to that compass. And again, looks like just that last little bit here. It's going to be too little too late on Puffin's side. That build was ridiculous with Polyphemus and a couple of other damage up items. But again, as you can see, that last little bit with the Sun card, I like the finish move there by Freak. That is going to be a 2-0 victory on New York Video Game Freak.